Hi, this is Mike with the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Hundreds of games, and one of the most frequently asked questions from both players and parents is, can we get video highlight packages of the players in your games for college recruitment purposes? We were all over that until the requests got so high that our staff couldn't keep up with them, and we had to develop a new idea. And the idea that developed was a partnership with Diamond Academy to bring you player profile videos. They are awesome. You may have seen one already. We've done a handful of them, and based upon what we've done so far, we have developed a model to help guide us throughout future player profile videos. So we will answer 7 questions about these videos in this video. And with that said, all you need to know about player profile videos, including guidelines, preparation, and more, starts now with, first of all, what is a player profile video? It's a video that shines a spotlight on a student athlete for a particular skill set that is needed for the position that he or she plays during a high school sports contest. They are intended to assist our student athletes in obtaining a sports scholarship at a college they may be interested in attending and playing a sport with. 2 basic things to remember for a successful player profile video are, number 1, only players, camera operators, and athletic assistants are allowed to appear in a player profile video, which keeps the focus where it should be, primarily on the athlete. Secondly, family and friends are welcome and encouraged to come watch the taping of a player profile video, but we ask that you kindly refrain from any positive or constructive coaching comments, as well as any type of cheering, such as "good one" or "nice job," as well as any clapping at the taping of a player profile video. That brings us into question 7 of our player profile videos top 7 questions countdown. When is a good time to start thinking about a player profile video? We recommend that you schedule that taping no later than your sophomore year, but if you're a junior watching this video, guess what? It's not too late. You really should already have a player profile video done before you start thinking about contacting colleges of interest. When you contact a college recruiter and inquire about a sport, it is likely that one of the first questions they will ask you is if you have a player profile video they can watch. Number 6 in our countdown, when do the college recruiters reach out to the players? That depends on what sport you play. For high school softball, as an example, college recruiter cannot contact a player before mid-June of the summer entering a player's junior year of high school. So based on that information, regardless of what sport you play, we suggest and recommend that you start prepping for contact with college recruiters during the summer or shortly after the summer of your sophomore year. Prior to that, college recruiters can watch your player profile video on our website, YouTube, and mobile devices 24/7 as soon as you have a player profile video available for them to watch. They can also contact high school coaches at any time to ask about any player, and the questions they can ask are nearly limitless. A player profile video could spark that contact, and it could lead to having a college recruiter come watch you at a game or a skills camp. Some of the questions that they ask: what's this player's personality like? How do they get along with their teammates? What are their top 2 positions in the sport that they play? And endless amount of other questions. Player profile videos allow college recruiters a ton of opportunity to watch and follow a student, even with a busy schedule. If you do one a year, they can even watch your progress. So doing a player profile video as a freshman and then doing another one as a sophomore, guess what? That's actually absolutely a great idea. And that brings us to number 5 in our countdown. How long is a player profile video, and how long does it take to record the footage? We've talked to college recruiters and many college and high school head coaches, and they have all suggested that a player profile video should never be over 4 minutes in length. The shorter, the better. A taping for a single player averages about 45 to 60 minutes. For a 2-player taping, you can expect about an hour and 15 minutes. For 3, 4, or 5 players, add about 20 minutes per player to the previous times mentioned. And for outdoor tapings during the summer, there may be times where we take extra time to tape a session as a safety precaution so that players, athletic assistants, and camera operators stay hydrated and safe on days with hotter temperatures. Number 4 in our countdown, how many sports do you offer player profile videos for, and how do you know which skill sets to capture on video? That's an outstanding question. I think this question should be number 1 in our countdown, but for now, it's number 4, and your answer is actually this. We have head coaches and other athletic assistants who are very knowledgeable in their respective sport, who will help us in the planning of the video that will best display your student-athlete's ability to perform in their position for their sport. Sports include, but are not limited to, baseball, softball, football, soccer, hockey, volleyball, basketball, golf, swimming, diving, wrestling, tennis, gymnastics, running, and track and field events. Did we miss one? If so, let us know and we'll do a player profile video for that sport as well. Number 3 in our countdown, what type of clothing should be worn to a player profile video taping? That's a great question too. The answer is, well, number 1, always dress for the weather. Check the weather forecast on your phone for the day of your taping. And in most cases, you would wear the same gear that you would if you were playing in an actual game. For example, a soccer player would bring shorts, cleats, shin guards, and socks, plus a t-shirt representing their high school. For baseball, softball, make sure you bring your own bat, glove, and a collection of balls. If you're doing a baseball, softball catcher video or a video for a hockey goalie, then make sure you bring all the equipment that you'd normally wear in a game in that position. For any specific questions, we can discuss this for your sport when you schedule a taping. Number 2 in our player profile videos top 7 questions countdown is, how much does a player profile video cost? First of all, let this sink in a little bit. A player profile video could save you anywhere from $25,000 to $70,000 in college debt. Like I said, let that sink in. For a video session featuring one player, it's $150. For 2 to 4 players, it's $125 per player. And for 5 or more players, it's $100 per player. And we currently provide the service for all players in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. So in some situations, there may be a travel fee that is added on to that. If you're within the first 50 miles of Fargo Moorhead, it is absolutely free. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. For every additional 50 miles traveled, it's $10 per 50 miles one way, and then a flat rate of $35 for the return trip home. So for example, if we went from Fargo, North Dakota to Rapid City, South Dakota to do a player profile video, that's approximately a 365-mile trip. What we would do is we would charge $70 for 350 miles, not charge you for the extra 15 miles, and then for the return trip of 365 miles, it'd be a flat fee of $35. That'd be a grand total of $105 in that example. We can also agree to meet at a neutral field, meet somewhere in the middle to reduce the travel fees and costs for both of us. And you're also welcome to travel to the Fargo Moorhead area and only be responsible for your own travel expenses. So that brings us to player profile videos top 7 questions countdown, the number 1 question. How do I go ahead and schedule a player profile video session? Well, the answer, there's actually multiple answers to that question, and that depends on where you are watching this video at. If you're watching on YouTube, click on the link below in the description of this video. If you're watching on the website, click on Contact Us on the menu bar that you see above near the top of your screen. If you're watching this on our mobile app, then click on the button that's located just below this video, or hang on a couple more seconds for an email address and phone number. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to do your player profile video.